So I say, walk by the Spirit, and you will not gratify the desires of the flesh. For the flesh desires what is contrary to the Spirit, and the Spirit what is contrary to the flesh. They are in conflict with each other, so that you are not to do whatever you want. But if you are led by the Spirit, you are not under law. So guys, we are finishing with that last part because we're speaking about the fact that Jesus, guys, dealt with our spirit. He cleansed our inside. Guys, I hate my flesh. Guys, I'm so satanic. Damn. Guys, I'm so satanic. My flesh will never want to obey that man upstairs. It just hates his laws so much that when I hear pastors preach about earthly blessings, when I hear pastors preach about riches, when I hear pastors preach about God is going to forgive you, I become so happy, guys. My flesh is so in line with that nonsense. My flesh is so happy to hear that rubbish, guys. Yet, guys, I read the word and I'm like, damn, pastors are fooling me. Pastors are killing me. It's a slow death, killing me. And my flesh loves that. Guys, how much we human beings love lies. We enjoy lies. But when you read the word and you're like, damn, the word is telling me the truth. The word is totally against that nonsense. The word is totally against that rubbish, and my spirit loves the word, but my flesh hates it. Guys, it's like the two people that can never coexist. They coexist in me. My spirit is Jesus's, but my flesh is Satan's. And it's like Satan is living together with Jesus. There are two people, guys, that just can never live together. Hence Paul says, what a wretched man I am. What a wretched man I am. And I look at Paul and I say, damn, my Paul, you were so right. What a wretched man. Guys, I say that about myself and I'm like, what a wretched woman I am. I'm so wretched, guys. It's not even funny, And I love what my Lord has done. He dealt with my inside. I'm so beautiful inside, but guys, you know what? Nobody sees my soul. Nobody will look at me and say, damn, did you see her soul? Did you see that? People are fixated on the outside. Hence, you find this foolish of the earth busy with this cosmetic makeup. They wanna do boobs this, lip this, butt this, because they are so fixated on the outside, yet on the inside, guys, they are so rotten, it's not even funny. So rotten is not even funny. And Jesus wants to deal with that rotten part. Yet because they are foolish. Guys, guys, me, I always tell you guys, here on earth, guys, we are so foolish. Guys, I hate my flesh. That's why you will hear Paul again says that the wisdom of the world is foolishness to God. And I'm like, Paul, guys, if there's one guy who quotes Revelations, it was Paul. That guy caught it. He says God's foolishness is wiser than men's wisdom. And I sit and I'm like, Paul, you called it. And guys, I look at myself, and because, guys, I've got proof of the Bible's authenticity, even though I don't speak about it, and I look at my Lord, speaking those words, saying those things, and listening to Paul, Peter, James, John confirming all of that, and I'm like, damn, we are so foolish here on earth, and there's nothing we can do about it. There's nothing, guys. But in finishing, guys, the question I have is Jesus asking us the impossible? I mean, guys, if my flesh is satanic, totally satanic, and he deals with the spirit part by giving the blood, because without the shedding of blood there is no forgiveness of sins. So he deals with the inside part of me, and Jesus is now asking me to obey his commands. In other words, Jesus is asking the satanic part to obey his commands. Is Jesus asking the impossible from us? Guys, guys, with me, Because I'm frank, guys. It's just the way I am. I'm frank and I don't beat about the bush. And even with my Lord, guys, sometimes I tell him, I said, you know what, my King, you know that I'll be forever indebted to you because of what you've done, for what you've done. You know, he did something that no one else could have done for me. That's why if you come to me and you give me 5 million, I'll give it back to you, or I'll give it to the poor. Why? Because that 5 million will not help my inside. No amount of money. Guys, every one of you put money together and give to me. You will not help me. I will give it back to you. Why? It will not help the problem that I have. That's why we did not boycott and ask Daddy and say, give us Jesus. We want someone to deal with our problem. Why? We didn't know. But he had to give, guys, he had to come up with a solution himself because the problem was too much. That's why I'm grateful. That's why, guys, I love that dude so much. That's why, guys, you often hear me telling you how much smitten I am of Jesus. I'm in love with that dude because what he did is something that any of you put together will never do for me. So you will come to me and give me money. I don't need your money. Go and shove it where the sun doesn't shine. I'm telling you. Why? Because your money will not help me. Jesus dealt with the part that no one else would have dealt with. And I sit down and I'm like, my Lord, I'm forever indebted to you. I sacrificed my life. I gave up things here on earth. I gave up everything. Yet I sit and I'm like, my Lord, it's like I have not given up anything. Why? He did something that no one would ever have done for me. And only he could have done that, nobody else. That's why only the man whom Adam came through was only the one who would come down here on earth and help me. And he did that. And he did that, you know. But guess what? My flesh, he did nothing about it. Absolutely nothing about it, guys. Nothing. In a week's time, guys, I'm going to start with the series, the significance of the flesh. The significance of the baptism, because people don't understand the significance of baptism. Many think that baptism cleanses their body. Guys, baptism doesn't do anything for our bodies. It's the act of understanding, you know, what Jesus did for us. You know, we are actually identifying with his death, burial, and resurrection, and it's an act of good conscience. You understand? But it does nothing for our flesh. So it's like, guys, in me, I have Jesus in me through the Spirit, but I still have Satan in me through the flesh. So Jesus helped with the Spirit, but the flesh, nothing. I have to learn his word, his understanding, guys, his teachings, and apply it in order to make it to his kingdom. Other than that, guys, I'm going to die again spiritually and go to hell. You understand? So salvation doesn't help if you're not going to take his teachings and apply them after getting saved. You understand? Now, the question I have is Jesus asking the impossible from us? No, guys, sit down and ask yourself, if I am satanic in the flesh, yet in the spirit I've become alive like my Father again, like Jesus again, is Jesus asking the impossible from us when he says that we should obey his commands? In other words, guys, Jesus is asking Satan to obey him. Is that possible? Is that possible? You know, guys, there are things like that I sit and I'm like, damn, my Lord, I love you, I owe you, and I appreciate what you've done. But damn, this satanic in me doesn't want to obey you. That's why you find people sleeping outside marriage, yet they still go to church. That's why you find people having sex outside marriage. You find people loving money, loving the things of the world. It's the flesh, guys. It's the flesh. Strong, the strength of it, guys. It's so strong. An empty-minded person gives into it. And people, guys, here on earth love money. And to us, it looks beautiful. But guess what? It's satanic nature. Here, guys, on earth, we love the things of the world. And when you love the things of the world, you are classy. Look at the people who are worldly. They are so classy. Guys, with me, I tell it like it is. They are so classy. Yet Jesus was barbaric. Nothing about him was desirable. Isaiah says that. Nothing about his flesh was desirable. The flesh was put in. Nothing about him was desirable. Yet you look at the people who are worldly. They are so classy. Guys, they are the blessed story. Right now, guys, drive a fleshy car. Live in that upmarket place. You will hear people, oh, God has blessed you. God has blessed you. Yet he never even started blessing you. Why? These things don't come from him. He says, don't love the world and the things of the world. They don't come from me, but they come from the world. If you love them, you don't love the Father. You understand? And guys, we've come to understand what happened in the beginning. We understand that Satan took over, and Daddy said, well, it is what it is. So he created a new world. You understand? And a new heaven, because he doesn't like anything in this place. He hates everything in this place. And he says those who belong to him, his sheep, must not love the world or the things of the world. Yet our flesh, guys, loves these things. Our flesh loves these things. What a wretched woman I am. What a wretched man I am. Paul says so. You understand? So my question is, did Jesus really ask of us that which is impossible to do? So is Jesus asking us the impossible to obey him? Because he's asking the Satan to obey him. Is that even possible? Is that even possible? Yeah, guys, it's possible. If you're going to stand by the truth, guys, if you're going to accept the truth of his word, it's possible. If you're going to punish your flesh, it's possible. If you're going to study his kingdom, if you're going to learn his kingdom, if you're going to search his kingdom as he commands, it's possible. Difficult. Never in life never in life have I came across something as difficult as being a Christian, especially when you have to obey him. But when you don't obey him, it's easy, because you simply go to church and be like people of the world, So it's easy to be a Christian. But when you are going to be a real Christian, it's difficult, because you have to obey and discipline your flesh, meaning you have to discipline your satanic part. Guys. So Jesus is asking us something that is so hard to do. So the question is Jesus asking us the impossible? No, he's not. He's not. But if you're going to take his teachings and understand them thoroughly, then deal with that satanic part of you. Yes, you're going to deal with it. Guys, Jesus loved us so much that he did something for us, for our spirit. If we love him so much as well, we are going to deal with this flesh. We are going to discipline our flesh. We are going to subdue our flesh, so that we'll show him. We will say, Jesus, we want to live with you. In the next life, Jesus, we want to live with you. So I am going to deal with my flesh. I am going to punish my flesh. I am going to discipline my flesh. You understand? So yes, what he's asking of us is difficult and it seems impossible. But it's not really impossible if you love him that much. Only a person who loves him that much will punish the flesh. Only the person who loves him that much will subdue the flesh. He says only he who believes in him will overcome the world. Guys, the only person who overcomes the world is a person who believes in Jesus. Not a person who claims to believe in Jesus, but a person who believes in Jesus, because your belief will prove that yes, you really believe in Jesus, because you will discipline your flesh. You will stop having sex outside marriage. You'll stop loving money. You'll stop loving the things of the world. You understand? And I often mention these sins because they are innate. You understand? The others, they are the piece of cake. Wants to deal with the love of money, wants to deal with the love of the flesh, wants to deal with sex. You understand? Because these are the three that are so difficult. Everyone on earth has been defeated by these three. Everyone loves money. Everyone loves the things of the world. Everyone has become a sex slave. You understand? So once you deal with these three, you will be able to deal with the other sins. So if you love Jesus that much, even though he's asking that is so difficult of us, you will.